going to go and fly the drone up around Mt Cooke if there's no eagles or birds around. Interesting, caravan in front of me is now doing 91 k's an hour. He's sped up to 110 in the overtaking lane, and then as soon as the overtaking lane finished, he dropped back down to 90 k's an hour. So got a kilometre ahead, there's another overtaking lane, but I'll just sit here. I've got cruise control on here at 91 k's an hour now, and he's just at the same speed, but he'll probably take off again at the next overtaking lane. We'll see. Anyway, Mt Cooke, at the northern end, there is a campsite for bushwalkers on the Bibbulmun track. In fact, there's two campsites there. There's an overflow camp as well. I'll start walking up from the northern end across the top of the hill, and we'll get the drone out and get some video for you. And then I'll go around to the other end and show you the car park there. The way in is at the Mt Cooke plantation. You can pick almost any of those tracks off to the left, follow in through the pine plantation at the end, and at the end of the pine plantation you can turn right, and that will take you up to a little car park and picnic area, and from there you just walk up the track up top of the hill. It is part of the Bibbulmun track, so that the track actually goes over the top and down either side. You can do a loop walk if you want to walk around it and up over the top, and there are a few little spots up there that are quite nice to look at. Good view from the top too, but we'll show you that when we get there. Right, left turn just here at the start of the pine plantation, so they can't really see them through the forest. Be able to see the hill behind the trees there in front of us. Any of these tracks will take you through to the end of the pine forest on my right. A little bit bumpy, you can get through here in a two-wheel drive, no problems at all, though I wouldn't suggest going through to the hikers camp, Bibbulmun track hut at Mt Cooke in a two-wheel drive, because you've got to go through a creek line. Looks like there have been a few cars down here today, so there's probably some walkers up there as well. And once again, well, there's a car ahead of me anyhow. Once again, if there are people walking around and they want peace and quiet, you can't fly the drone. You usually go up to people and say, hey, is it okay if I launch the drone and have a look around? And they'll, most of the time they say, yeah, no worries. Sometimes they say, no, I don't want to be buzzed by one. Anyway, end of this track, I'm going to turn left, but you should turn right. Turn right to get to the picnic area, turn left to get to the Bibbulmun track camp. Now you won't get to the campsite in a two-wheel drive unless you're game enough to go through a creek line. And with the rain we've had, it might be underwater. See that through the sunlight? That's the old crossing there of the creek line. Got burnt down, I think, in a bushfire a while back. They've pushed a new track through here. Sometimes it can get pretty slippery. No water in there today, so I'll just take it nice and easy down here. Oops. Pothole. Suggested to use four-wheel drive just to crawl out of here nice and easily, without spinning the wheels or doing any damage to the place. And then you're up. Probably didn't see much of that because you would have been looking into the sun, but anyway, that's the one thing that's probably going to stop any two-wheel drive from getting down here. There's a few bushwalkers just up ahead of us too. This is the Bibbulmun track hut at Mt Cooke. There are people in the hut, so I won't go around and show you it. Does have a little campsite here, table, campfire, spots for your tent around the bushland here and there. There is an overflow camp about, I think it's about 600 metres, 500 metres up that track there to the north of Mt Cooke campsite. Anyway, if you walk down that road there, there's a toilet just down beyond it, and continue on to a crossroad or T-junction, turn left and you'll walk your way around the back of Mt Cooke. The old campsite was just up here. I'm going to continue down this track and head up to the top of Mt Cooke and have a look around. This is one of the many bridges on the Bibbulmun track. They try and keep people from walking through the creeks because they don't like to get their toes wet. The hill we're going to get to the top of, out of breath already, is up there. Yeah, there you go. Once I get to the top there, see what it's like for the drone, and I'll let loose the drone and we'll get some video. Well, that's it. sun shining on the windscreen, blocking everything, although we still do have this lovely shiny patch there. That was Mt Cooke. Did some flights from the top, looking along the ridge line and that. I'll match it up with some photographs and make a video for it and show you what it's really like. Very good walk, good little day out for a picnic, walk around the rock. Yeah, if you've got like teenagers that are interested in walking and that, it's probably good for them, but younger kids, it's quite a tough little climb for kids to get up to the top of the rock. And going the other way from the hut up to the rock, there's a little bit of distance in it too, so for young kids might not be the ideal thing. For people, hikers and that, wanting a bit of a look around, great view from the top as you saw from the drone. You can sort of start your day walk, or start an overnight walk if you want, from Sullivan Rock, walk down to the hut, stay overnight, walk over the top of the hill the next day, around the bottom, and then back up to Sullivan Rock for a overnight walk or camp or hike. That'd be okay for younger kids, but I wouldn't put little kids on that hill. It's just you'll end up carrying them. Alright, so we're almost back at the road through the haunted forest, the pine trees here. We'll turn right, head back into Perth, into Armidale where I live, and I'll stitch all this video stuff back up for you and put it online. I won't video the trip back to Perth because we're going to be looking straight into the sunlight. Hope you enjoyed the walk to the top. Bye.